This actually happened. This isn't some creepy story, or something I made up. I still have trouble sleeping alone because of it. Even now, years later at 27, I check every closet and lock every door at least 3 times before bed. So here's why I don't stay home alone anymore. I was 16, almost 17, living with my mom and my little brother, Ryan, around 7 at the time. My mom worked night shifts at a nursing home, so I was usually the one watching Ryan when she was gone. Since he was younger, he'd be asleep by 8 p.m. and I'd just do my thing. Watch TV, scroll on my phone, eat junk food. You know, typical teenager stuff. We lived in this little one-story house on the edge of some woods. It wasn't totally isolated, but there weren't many neighbors nearby either. I used to love having the house to myself at night until all of this happened. The first time I noticed something unusual, it was subtle. I was in bed around 11 p.m. scrolling through my phone when I heard a shuffling sound like someone dragging their feet on the carpet. I froze. Ryan was asleep. My mom wasn't home. I sat there holding my breath, listening. It was quiet for a few seconds and then I heard it again. A soft scuffing noise like someone was moving very slowly through the living room. I grabbed my phone and crept out of my room, my heart pounding. I checked the front door, locked. The windows, locked. Nothing looked out of place. But then I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The hall closet was open, just a crack. We never left that door open. Ever. I stood there for a second, my whole body on edge. I wanted to just turn around and go back to my room. But I decided to check. I pulled the door open fast. Nothing. Just coats and shoes. I remember laughing at myself. I was just being paranoid. Still, I locked the closet door before I went back to bed. A few nights later, I woke up out of nowhere. At first, I didn't know why. Then I realized I could hear breathing. I was lying there completely still, my whole body locked up in fear. It wasn't coming from the hallway. It wasn't coming from outside. It was coming from inside my room. I grabbed my phone, my hands shaking, and turned on the flashlight. I shined it around. Nothing. The room was empty. The closet was closed. I barely slept the rest of the night. After that, I started feeling uneasy all the time, like I was being watched. Like whenever I turned my back, someone was just out of sight, peeking around a corner. I told my mom, but she just brushed it off. Then about a week later, she woke me up after coming home early from work. Looked troubled. She asked me why the back door was unlocked, and I assured her I'd locked it. She told me it was unlocked and she just had to lock it. I knew without a doubt that I had locked it the night before. But I didn't argue. That night I was on edge. I kept my bedroom door locked and my phone in my hand just in case. I woke up to more breathing and that gut feeling that someone was watching me. My whole body went cold. I sat up, barely breathing, and listened. I noticed my closet door was open, which was also unusual. I turned on my flashlight just in time to see it swing open another inch. And that's when I saw him. I swear to you, there was a man crouched inside my closet. His skin was incredibly pale, his hair greasy and matted. He was too thin, like he hadn't eaten in weeks. And he was grinning at me. I don't even remember getting out of bed. One second I was staring at him, the next I was slamming my door shut and running to Ryan's room. Ryan woke up crying as I grabbed him and ran out of the house, my phone already dialing 911. The police got there fast. They found him still in my closet. Turns out he had been living in our crawl space for weeks. He had gotten in through a loose vent in the basement and had been sneaking into the house at night, watching us sleep, taking food when we weren't looking. But the worst part? When they pulled him out, they found something tucked behind my coats. A knife. The police said he was probably waiting for the right moment. I try not to think about what would have happened if I hadn't woken up that night. This truly happened and it affects me to this day. So to the man in my closet, let's never ever meet again.